So, are we still going to pay for the EMA offices in London after the High Court decision, after Brexit? Thanks.
Alexander, yes. Are you here? No, he's not. Yes, do you have anything to say on this?
So, with regard to the judgment itself, I suggest that you contact EMEA directly. And as to any other implications, possible implications, this is not the moment now to speculate. Yes. Oh, sorry, no, you should say.
Catherine Fiore, EU reporter. A follow-up question on the EMA. In the High Court judgment, the judge said that the reason it didn't rule in favour of the EMA was partly because if the EU had wanted, it could have lessened the effect of Brexit. I was wondering if you have anything to say about that, and then I've got a follow-on question that I'd like to book now. Thank you.
No, we are not very good at interpreting British judges. We are not. Anything else? Yes.
Can I just ask, it's a question about, this applies more generally to other areas as well in relation to Brexit, in particular to public procurement. There's an issue of foreseeability. I mean, is foreseeability of Brexit and of a no-deal Brexit. So, for example, we have, if there is no deal by the end of this month, the UK would probably have to engage in more further emergency public procurement. Now, the EU's rules say that you are allowed to do this, but only in the circumstances where what was about to happen was not foreseeable. So I'm just wondering, if you run an in-out referendum of membership of the EU, if you then launch an Article 50 procedure, if you then reject the agreement that you have negotiated with the European Commission and the EU 27, can that a no-deal scenario be described as unforeseeable? Thank you.
I confess I'm a bit lost with this question. The only thing I can retain are the 15, 20 ifs that accompanied. We will not speculate, we said it very many times in the past, we will not speculate on any eventual scenarios, ifs, woulds, coulds. We are working on a contingency plan which has 19 specific legislative proposals in key areas that are important for us to address. These are now in the process of being legislated upon. I was telling you yesterday that we were prepared. We're trying to cover as many of the key areas as possible. And I want to reiterate what I said yesterday, that our preference is Plan A. And we will work until the last possible moment to make sure that the withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the EU is an orderly withdrawal. Of course, the agencies, as you know, had to move out in any case, because these are agencies that are crucial for certain areas of policy like drugs, medicines, financial services that had to go out before the 29th. So that's what happened, and we will deal with the consequences of this as per the evolving situation now with the court case and the other. But this is where we are, and I will not speculate on what precisely a no deal would entail. I'm sure that many people will write many papers, PhD theses and books on what a no deal would mean. Anything else? Yes, please.
Thank you, Marguerite. This is Joe Barnes from the Daily Express. So there's a new Brexit concept doing the rounds at the moment to be included in the backstop. So you previously ruled out a unilateral exit clause, but Attorney General Geoffrey Cox is said to be working on a new mechanism which will include an exit clause with a 12-month notice period included. Was this discussed between Theresa May and Jean-Claude Juncker last night? Have you received any such proposals from Britain, or have you ruled them out in previous talks? Thank you.
On the discussion yesterday night between the President and the Prime Minister, I will not go a word beyond of what you will find in the joint statement. Everything is there. I think it captures rather well, accurately, the discussion between the two leaders. And as far as these ideas or proposals by the Advocate General and others, I will certainly not comment them from the Commission press room ahead of the planned meeting that Mr. Cox would have with Michel Barnier later today. Anything else? Yes, please, Mr. Caizzi.
Yes.